So something came to me this morning, and it was really kind of like, whoa, okay, I see it now. So I think when you get to a place in your walk, in your path, where you're just at just full surrender, full peace, full sovereignty, and the best that you can be, you have to fight for your sovereignty. It's an everyday battle. It's an every second battle. In this world that's been constructed, you have to fight for your sovereignty, and your sovereignty is within. And so when you finally find that place in your walk, and you just recognize the truth that you reside in, not anybody else's truth, your truth, you get to a place of peace and understanding that you just weren't put on this earth to fight so much for your truth, because your truth resides within you, right? And so you learn how to walk in your truth. And for me, it's just like in the last probably about 5 months, this has just been really a big thing that I focus on when it comes to that. Because so often enough, I find myself in certain circumstances, conversations, innuendos, tactics, and illusions where I can kind of pick up on those things. And it's just like, for me, I'm just to a place where it's like, I don't have to explain myself, and I don't feel like you have to explain yourself. You know your truths, I know my truths. And it's clear and evident that we live in a world right now where everybody's truths that resides inside of them is skewed a bit. And there are some people that carry truth within them, a wholehearted truth, but what they pour out into the world and the facade that they wear are two different things. And so when you find yourself sometimes in the presence of these things, whether it be energetically, physically, you just have to learn how to pick your battles. Pick your battles, because I was not put here to call out other people's truths. Now, when it comes to calling out truths, talking about facts, there's a difference between calling out someone's truths and talking about the facts of the injustice, whether that be things that I've walked through or whether that be things that are going on with Charlie Kirk's investigation, everything that's going on in the political arena. I mean, everything. Those are two different things. See, we get those so skewed on this because, of course, we're not supposed to ask these questions, right? She's a grieving widow. Duh. It's like, okay, well, she was a grieving widow. Well, I was a single parent. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Exactly, They're just words, unfortunately. It's an absolute horrific thing that happened to Charlie, her husband. And I think the world has hurt in such a way, in different ways, more so than she has. My back just did that. More so than we've seen in the public sphere, that's for sure. It's hat sales. It's all this stuff, of course. So it's unfortunate, but we live in a world that is ran by money, power, and greed. And so when you're surrounded by these people, you can pick up on these things. And when they're so focused on the sales and the profitability and all this stuff, you just leave that there. They're in a totally different path. You can't fix them. You can't change them. People won't change, and people won't heal unless they're ready to. People won't accept accountability unless they're ready to. You can't force that upon them. Especially in this world, And so it's one of those things. I've just gotten to a place where it's like, I have nothing to prove, especially if people don't want to come and have conversations with me. I have nothing to prove. I can't prove something that I'm unaware of. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to try. Energetically, can I pick up on things? Absolutely. But it's not my job to do that. And I'm also not going to prove you wrong. I'm going to allow God and the divine and the Most High and the Holy Spirit and Jesus to take care of that. That is their department. And so I hope that message resonated. But, all right. This came to me yesterday. I was like, Is it really a title or a label if you don't wear it with honor and integrity? It hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, okay, so let me just give you some examples here. Are you really a president if you're not wearing it with honor and integrity and doing the duties and the responsibilities that come with being a president? Are you really one? I mean, yeah, of course you are. And you wear the label of that and you know, were elected, this and that, whatever, right? But are you truly at the core that if you're not carrying it with honor and integrity and carrying the duties and the responsibilities that come with that label, that come with that title, are you really one? Or is it just an illusion? Right? Are you really a military, you know, fill in the label blank, fill in whatever sergeant, if you're not wearing it with honor and integrity and the responsibilities that come with it? Are you truly that, or is it just an illusion? Is it just a facade? Are you really a employee to an organization if you're not wearing it with honor and integrity and the responsibilities that come with it, or is it just an illusion or facade? You can put that in every single area of your life. It was so profound to me. I was like, whoa. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean, we can put this in the law enforcement. Are you really an officer? Are you really, you know, the 3-letter digits? Are you really that? If you're not wearing it with honor and integrity and the responsibilities, the true responsibilities that come with that position, that come with that title, or is it just an illusion? Is it just a facade? I mean, it's a plausible question. Am I really a daughter if I'm not wearing it with honor and integrity, unconditional love, forgiveness? Am I really a mother if I don't put it at the full front? The safety of my kid, wear it with honor and integrity. Carry the responsibility duties as being a mother and a father in my case. Am I truly one, or is it just an illusion? Exactly. And it's like I had to wake up to these things within my world. And when I went through my dark shadows and my spiritual awakening and the wilderness and everything, these are all things I had to unpack in myself. Because in different areas of my life, I wasn't quite there because I was too much allowing the exterior world and the conformity and the social conditioning tell me who I had to be and how I had to be it. And every time I moved and operated in what they wanted me to do, it sucked me dry. It sucked me dry. It took me to the ground. It sucked the life out of my soul. And so I had to go through the full dark shadows and just remove everything out of my life. Remove. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Because unfortunately, we live in a world right now where there's so many people that walk among us saying they're one thing, but they're not. It's just an illusion. What they're saying they are. This can be your spouses, this can be colleagues, it can be friends, it's our politicians. So, I mean, and so it's just, we have to get to a place where people start wearing whatever type of label, whatever type of title they have, the owner of a company, whatever, with honor and integrity, and put the responsibilities within that position, within that title at the forefront, and not skew on it, not dance on the line of what's right and wrong, what's ethically and unethically, what's morally and not morally, you know? And so often enough, we dance on that line. And then we come up with these reasons and these excuses inside our head as to why we landed in the choices and decisions and the actions we made that are skewed on that line. And then walk into the world as we're just this righteous person doing the dang thing. You know? And it's just one of those things. Again, I'm not Mother Teresa by any means. I just move and operate every day to be closest to God and understanding who Jesus is and the Christ conscience and the consciousness that resides inside of me and the Holy Spirit. And I try so hard every single day to operate in that all day, every day. Lead with forgiveness, lead with unconditional love, lead with patience, lead with fortitude, perseverance. Fight for my faith. Fight for my sovereignty, because they want to peel that away and over my dead body, which I'm sure could be arranged. I told my girlfriend yesterday, I said, I'm here for it. I don't move in fear. Not 1 inch of it. I think it's when you truly walk into your freedom, when you let go of your fear. fear of what people think, fear of what people could do.